Hi, this is an example from the PowerPoint. I was going to show you how to calculate the standard deviation by hand. There is a typo in the PowerPoint. The mean should be 30.74. So if you want to pause and read this information, you can, and then come back. So what I did was I made up a table down here. I actually listed the different values of the data speeds. And then what I want to do is I want to take each value, subtract the mean. So the first thing I have to do is find the mean. Remember, the mean is found by adding these all up and divide by how many values we have. We have 5 values, so n is 5. Okay, without rounding this, the next step you want to do is you take each value and subtract the mean. So I'm working the inside parentheses first. So I took each of these data values listed up here, subtracted the mean, and I wrote the answers right here. The next thing you want to do by order of operations is you want to square them. Okay, so now what I did for the next column is I squared each of them. So I took these numbers and I squared them and listed them all right here. Then I want to sum them up. So if I add them all up, I get this result right here. And then this is a numerator. And this divide by n minus 1, n is 5, so it's 5 minus 1 is 4. So I get the square root of 270.630, which gives me about 16.45. So this is my sample standard deviation right there. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do this on the calculator as well. Okay, so pause this whenever you need to. But the first thing I have to do is put my data in my list. So I'm going to hit Stat, Enter. And then you want to go ahead and put your data into your list 1 here. So if you need to do that, go ahead. If you need to clear anything out, you can go ahead and push clear at the very top. Once you put your data in your list, again, come back. But then what you're going to do to find the standard deviation, also the variance, is you're going to hit Stat, go over to Calc, and hit Enter. If below here it shows list and frequency list, I'm going to show that in a different video. So for this is like the older calculator. I'm going to go ahead and hit Enter. This is my standard deviation right there. That's my standard deviation. I'm also going to talk about the variance. So this is my standard deviation. To find the variance, what I want to do is I'm going to square this. You don't want to square the rounded value. You want to square the whole entire thing. So make sure you don't round just 16.45 and square it. Make sure you round, take the whole thing. So there's 2 ways to do that. Either you can punch this whole thing in and square it, or you can pull up S of x and square that result. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to pull up S of x on your calculator. The way you do that is you hit your vars key. I think I have to clear that there. Okay, so I have to hit my vars key. I'm going to go down to statistics, which is number 5, hit enter. I'm going to go ahead and find S of x. That's what the standard deviation is. And then again, so this is a standard deviation. This is this number right here. I want to square it to find the sample variance. The square key is right here. Okay, so again, this is a variance, which you can tell is inside the radical here. And this is my standard deviation. Okay, this is a newer calculator. Thought I'd show you this as well. So again, you're going to put your data in your list 1. You're going to hit Stat, go to Calc, under one variable stats, and then the newer calculator has this on there for you. So you have your list is L1, because that's where your list is deleted. I'm sorry, it's listed. Your data is listed. And the frequency list should be deleted. You shouldn't have anything there. If you don't have an L1 on here, the way you can put it on is it's above the 1. So you can hit second and then 1 to put the L1 there. And again, this should be deleted. This is only used for frequency tables. So I hit calculate. So again, here's my standard deviation. To find my variance, just like earlier, you could do the same thing. You're going to go to vars. So I push my vars key, go down to statistics. Go down to S of x. And then you want to square it. So this is my variance.